fair amount of snow this morning. Early it was quite icy. Depending on if it's in the sun or not, it's getting a little slushy now. About 10:30, I guess. Well, this is Dipping Lakes, mile 895.0, with the snow and the terrain and the meadows. I've averaged actually less than a mile and a half, including the breaks, this morning. Stopping here for my Hobbit first lunch. Beautiful place. Be a good place to camp. There's a good camp spot behind me. I can see you. You're camouflaged, but you're not camouflaged that well. You're not gonna fly away, huh? Okay, well, I won't bother you then. Mr. Pika's making his presence known too. Just disappearing. Oh, there they go. Have 4 legs though, I think. Oops, sorry. Wow. I guess it helps to have 4 legs. 10 minutes ago I had decided I'm going to camp right there, pretty much where my pack is. It's one of the very few level spots around here that isn't, you know, in an alpine meadow that is saturated with water. Then I looked at the way ahead and where I could get to tomorrow, and it appears that what you want to do is go down late afternoon, 818.1, 818.5. There's glissading down, but you got to do it safely. There's some, I think that's where some of the accidents have happened. So I want to go down there when it's the afternoon, and it'd be helpful if I got a couple more miles, 2 or 3 tonight, so I can get there tomorrow in the late afternoon. So, picking up the pack again, hoping for a campsite of some sort tonight that's not saturated with water or in the snow. Well, I found this. It's more or less level. It's not incredibly lumpy, and this is where I'll stay. Nice view outside this way. There's a little lake down there. I'm not sure what that mountain is, but maybe I can find out. Today was a tough day. About 14 miles in 12 hours with only about 2,000 feet, a little bit more total elevation gain and elevation lost. Tomorrow I'm going to have to do 15 to get to the part where I have to glissade down. And it's about 50% more elevation gain and loss than today. I underestimated this. I underestimated it. And I made it harder on myself. I got going today at 7 o'clock. Not too bad for me. Last night, Pockets and Grizz asked me when I was going to get going. They got going at 4. Why 4? Pound out the miles? Well, not really. The snow is much more solid, so it's much easier to traverse. I made a mistake. I saw a weather forecast which showed the low temperatures overnight in the South San Juans at elevation were always above freezing. So I thought, well, there's not going to be any freezing overnight. Well, last night there was ice in my cup this morning when I wanted to make coffee, and that was at a lower elevation. There was plenty of ice up at higher elevation. So I'm going to go to bed early, get up as early as I can, get hiking basically at first light, and if I have to wear micro spikes because it's icy, not a problem. Didn't wear my micro spikes once today because I never really was icy by the time I got going, you know. I mean, the first few hours were very firm, but the snow was very firm, but wasn't really slippery, icy. So I'm going to try to make it better on myself. The upshot of all of this is that I probably don't have enough food to make it to the trailhead at Pagosa Springs if I make the same kind of miles that I made today. So it's going to be not half rations, but lighter rations than I had planned on. So it is what it is.